IHS terms. Seems like last meeting we approved Tammy Emig and Julian Stenson. And we only did it for 1 year, and it's a 3-year term, so.
That was kind of my fault. I knew that
Would you like to correct? Would you like to correct the problem?
Yes. Well, I said it went right over my head, but I'm such a small stature that's easy. I'll make a motion to amend the motion 2013-309 and change the terms to reflect November 1st, 2013 through October 31st, 2016.
Second.
I have a motion by Grantner, seconded by Wilson. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you. We have another motion. 2014 liability insurance renewable. Michigan, or Municipal Underwriters of Michigan. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the summary and premium proposed and continue the Municipality Underwriters of Michigan in the amount of $60,380 for Oscoda County liabilities coverage effective for January 1st, 2014 through January 1st, 2015.
I guess point of order. It was 61. I looked at that right before the meeting. It was just a typo.
Really?
Yeah.
61,000.
61,380.
61.
You amend your motion?
I'll make the motion.
Do I hear support?
Support.
I have a motion and support. Any discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Burner?
Yes.
Mr. Christenberry?
Yes.
Commissioner Grantner?
Yes.
Commissioner Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Kishner?
Yes. Economic Development Corporation, EDC. Request to dissolve the common board membership between the Planning Commission and the EDC Brownfield Board. And a request to advertise for new Planning Commission board members and EDC board members. We will ask for current membership to send in letters of intent also. Is this your intention, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, it is. I'll suggest a motion to dissolve the common board membership between the Economic Development Corporation, Brownfield Board, and Planning Commission Board.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion by Wilson, seconded by Burner. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. I'll entertain a motion to advertise.
I'll make a motion to advertise separately for new members as of 2014 for the Planning Commission Board and the Economic Development Corporation and the Brownfield Board.
Do I hear support?
Support.
I have a motion by Wilson, supported by Burner. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Library Board appointment. Oscoda County Library Board approved at their October 16th meeting Eric Brenner to replace Nancy Crane. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Motion to approve the appointment of Eric Brenner? Okay. Do I hear a second? I have a motion and support by, motion by Grantner, supported by Christenberry. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Resolution 2013-012, health insurance for the calendar year 2014.
Read the whole thing.
No, sir.
Just read it in pink.
Do I hear a motion to adopt resolution 2013-012?
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution 2013-012, Oscoda County Health Insurance for calendar year 2014.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Werner, supported by Grantner. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We have a whole group of contracts that we have negotiated with the parties, so we'll move through these quite quickly. I'll call for a motion on the airport manager. Wait a minute.
No.
Parks and Recreation, I'm sorry.
I'll make a motion to accept the Oscoda County Parks and Recreation Commission and the Park Manager, Dan Money, memorandum of understanding as of January 1st, 2014 through January 1st of 2015, and authorize the chairman to sign on behalf of the county.
Second.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I have a motion by Berner, supported by Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Airport Manager, David Kaufman, one-year agreement.
I'll make the motion to accept the contract agreement for the Oscoda County Dennis Kaufman Memorial Airport with Dave Kaufman, Airport Manager as of January the 1st, 2014 through December 31st, 2014, and authorize the chairman to sign on behalf of the county.
I'll support.
I have a motion by Christenberry, supported by Berner. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you. Brian Stutzman, Animal Shelter, one-year agreement.
I'll make a motion to accept the contract agreement with Brian Stutzman Animal Control Shelter to provide animal control shelter for Oscoda County as of January 1st, 2014 through December 31st, 2014. Authorize the chairman to sign on behalf of the county.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Wilson, supported by Grantner. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Emergency Management Coordinator, she left. Okay.
She's talking to Vera.
Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the independent contractor agreement with the Husband Car under the Oscoda County Emergency Management Performance Grant to perform duties of the Emergency Management Coordinator as of January 1st, 2014 through December 31st, 2014, and authorize the chairman to sign on behalf of the county.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Berner, supported by Grantner. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Brenda, will you make a note, like in May or June? I noticed in that contract, we do a 6-month evaluation on this one. I didn't see it on the other ones, but in May, June, we ought to make sure we do that.
First Step Screening Agreement, one-year agreement.
I'll make the motion to accept the memorandum of understanding with First Screening, Michelle Bennett, to rent space to perform court-ordered drug and alcohol screenings as of November the 1st, 2013 through December 31st, 2014.
I have a motion by Christenberry,
I'll second.
supported by Mr. Grantner. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you. Plumbing Inspector, are we grouping any of these?
Yeah.
Plumbing Inspector, Mechanical Inspector, and Electrical Inspector.
A motion to accept the plumbing and mechanical inspector contract agreements with Gerald Abbey and the electrical inspection contract agreement with Joe Seifert as of January 1st, 2014 through December 31st, 2015, and authorize the chairman to sign on behalf of the company.
Second.
I have a motion by Berner, supported by Wilson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Chief County Medical Examiner, Medical Examiner Investigator.
I'll make the motion to accept Chief County Medical Examiner contract agreements with Dr. Wayne Law and the Medical Examiner Investigator contract agreement with Rosie Ross as of January 1st, 2014 through December 31st, 2015, and authorize the chairman to sign on our behalf of the county.
I'll support.
That's a 2-year contract?
Yeah.
Okay. Motion by Grantner, supported by Berner. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
I had a question. On Rosie Ross, is there a paper or a certification that she has?
Yeah, it's in her agreement,
Okay.
that what she has to have.
Okay, just asking.
Well, according to this, we still have 3 contracts out there that we need to deal with.
No. Online yet.
Okay, we have proposed budgets. We need to make some changes here. As you recall, during the budget process, we did review the purpose of the ambulance advisory board. And it was recommended that we dissolve the ambulance advisory board as of this meeting. Would someone care to make that motion?
I make a motion to dissolve the Citizens Ambulance Advisory Board as of December 31st, 2013, and send a letter of notification and appreciation to each board member.
Do I hear support?
I'll second.
I have a motion by Christenberry, supported by Grantner. Any discussion?
I was told that we can't do away with it as a law. Dwayne was supposed to be here to talk about it, but he, health reasons, he didn't make it. But
We can't dissolve a board?
that's what I was told, we cannot do this. Just be aware.
That was only formed, what, within the last
It's been
10 years?
Used to be ran through the ambulance department itself. This is a citizens ambulance advisory board.
I was told we can't do away with it.
What?
It's a state mandatory thing.
If you want to table it, I can look it up, but I don't know if
You have
that's in my head.
documentation on that?
Dwayne was supposed to, but he took it out.
Are we sick? Okay.
In my experience, anywhere I've ever worked, there's never been an ambulance board or citizens advisory board in any way. So if it's a state law, I've never heard of it till now.
I'm just worried we're doing something we should. Could we table it until we hear from him?
It would be a statute, not a bylaw.
Only if Mr. Grantner would care to withdraw his motion.
Well, I would suggest that we just rescind the motion if we need to, because it's also part of our budget.
Well, let's leave it. If we have to
If we-
rescind it,
if
we
it's
will.
not-
But like I said, I remember
Yeah.
that ambulance
What, you
board
want to
being...
vote on it?
Pardon?
You want me to call for a vote on this?
Sure, and then we can
The
rescind it if
motion's
we
on
have to.
on the floor. Okay, I'm gonna ask for a roll call vote on this.
Commissioner Kishner?
Yes.
Mr. Varner?
I'm on the board.
And you have a vote.
Yes, I have to vote. No.
Mr. Kishner?
Yes.
Mr. Grantner?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
No.
Motion passed 3-2.
We can rescind it next time if we find that different.
Well, we'll ask our prosecutor if she would investigate that for us. I cannot believe that there's a mandate that we need to have an advisory board. That's why I voted the way I did.
Check with Dwayne. He's got
Probate
it.
and circuit court. During the budget process, the board agreed with the change in the circuit court and probate court with an employee job classification change and wage. I need a motion to approve the new job classifications for Peggy Wysocki.
Make the motion to approve the new job classification as described in the job description for Peggy Wysocki from Deputy Probate Register and Circuit Court Assignment Clerk to Trial Court Specialist and increase her wage to $13.84 as of January 1st, 2014, moved from probate court budget to the circuit court budget.
I'll support.
I have a motion by Grantner, supported by Christenberry. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passed. Fairgrounds. During the budget process, the board agreed to increase the fees out at the fairgrounds in 2014. Do we know what those fees are? The increase. You do have them? I don't recall seeing it.
We had it in the budget.
We have them in the budget meeting, and I just forgot to put them on the attachment, but I'm not sure you do.
I'll make a motion to advertise in the Herald to increase the fairground fees in January 2014 and again in April 2014. It'll be placed them on the county website.
I support.
I have a motion by Wilson, supported by Berner. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Read the fee in my book.
Okay, we do have our proposed budget. I'll go down through this. The board has had 3 budget workshops, October 29th, November 5th, and November 12th. The proposed 2014 general and special fund budgets are ready to be approved. The board will hold a public hearing notification of the public hearing will be advertised. Let's see, the general special funds budget will be available for review at the county treasurer's office and the Board of Commissioners office. So we have three motions to make here. Who would like to start us off?
I'll make a motion to approve the proposed 2014 general budget in the amount of $4,473,341.14 as presented, along with the approved 2014 appropriations and 2014 special fund budgets.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Berner, supported by Grant. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion for the public hearing?
I'll make the motion to hold a public hearing at the regular scheduled Board of Commissioners meeting on December the 10th, 2013, to adopt the 2014 county proposed budget.
I'll support.
I have a motion by Christenberry, supported by Berner. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion to advertise.
I'll make a motion to advertise in the County Herald and on the county website to hold a public hearing to be adopted in 2014 Oscoda County budget.
Support.
I have a motion by Wilson, supported by Berner. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passed. Expenditures for 2013.
Make a motion to approve the total expenditures for the month of October 2013 in the amount of $624,502.13.
Second.
I have a motion by Christenberry, supported by Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, the same sign. Send the checks out, Jerry. Claims and audit.
I'll make a motion to accept the claims and audit as presented.
Do I hear support?
I'll support.
Do you want the amount?
46.
As in the amount of $46,713.64.
Do I hear support?
Oh, I already had it.
We already had that.
Oh, we did? I didn't hear who supported.
Next to you.
Oh, okay. Roll call?
Commissioner Christenberry?
Yes.
Mr. Grantner?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Kishner?
Yes.
Mr. Marner?
Yes.
We paid the bills. Correspondence, reports, and resolutions. I do have one from the district health. We do need to either reappoint Michael Hunt to the district, was it district mental health?
The substance abuse.
Substance abuse. Mr. Berner, are you interested in that 3-year term? If not, I will contact Mr., I will see if anyone else is, if you're not. Otherwise, it'd be my recommendation at the next meeting, we will, so you have until the next meeting to think about it. But that is the only correspondence that I have. Anyone else? Committee reports. Mr. Berner.
November 13th, Jack and I met with the Steelworkers Union meeting, went over the contract. And on the 13th, we went with the POLC union contract, went over all that. Then on the 19th, we met with the ambulance advisory meeting, which we did not have a full board at that time. And so we just kind of discussed a few things, reference Park still managing with his stipend and all that was given. Then on the 20th, we met with Steelworker Union again, negotiations. The 25th, I met with the Human Service Coordinator. They're doing very good projects. His junior achievement is going very good. They also have, instead of the red barrel thing, they have this yellow jug over at the Pioneer where you can deposit your drugs, medication, and all that stuff. And then also, Brian Watrous, he's not here, but...
Yes, he is.
Oh, there he is. I didn't see you over there.
He was ducking.
Well, he could bring up what he said, something about this 5B program you had mentioned.
5D truancy?
Yeah, truancy thing, if you'd like to explain that.
Cassie and I and the judge have been working on getting our truancy policy for the schools uniform, and so they can be enforced when the kid reaches their 10-day limit. The petition is filed with the court. When we looked at that, we saw that there's a consequence for the action, but we didn't have any prevention. So what I did is I developed a prevention program that goes before that. So when the kid misses 5 days, the school has now a referral that they fill out and they submit to my office, and then the probation caseworker actually makes contact with the student and the family to try to see if there's underlying issues before we get to the point of truancy and the kid comes to the court on a petition. So that's what we've done. So not only we solidified a truancy policy, but now we have a preventive measure in there as well.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a good program. And that's all I have.
Mr. Wilson.
1114, EDC board, as you heard, we made motions to split the board, put in applications to fill both boards. 1118, Albert Township with a basic meeting, Kevin was there and gave a little speech. 1119, LEPT, we went over the migration actions and all of the hazard actions, and discussed about the 2 quotes for Merritt and M33. 1122, the landfill, we have already made enough money to pay $175,000 for the water cannon and savings. We're doing great out there. A lot of people coming in and touring it, so it was the best decision actually made for once. 1122, audits and bills, and that was it.
Okay, on November 12th, we had a teleconference with Cadillac Insurance and went over the new insurance policies, or the new insurance, health insurance that we're offering to the employees this year, and we feel very strong with this. We feel it's going to be an advantage for the county as well as the employees. November 13th, Bob mentioned the steelworkers negotiations and the POLC, and we won't be doing that again where we negotiate with both of them in the same day because it gets a little stressful. On November 14th, had a meeting with the county attorney, Ellen Crane, reviewed labor issues and contract negotiation strategies. On November 19th, road commission meeting, reviewed the budget and discussed the labor negotiation, or well, not labor negotiations, but the employee program for the, what did you do with the committee? You did the employee wages? Yeah. Okay. And also on the 19th, had labor negotiations. At the road commission meeting, they reviewed the budget and discussed it. And you have labor negotiations opening up when, Ron? Pretty quick?
Pretty quick.
So Bill Laney's looking forward to it. I should pass that on since I just had a meeting with him. Then I attended the Big Creek Township meeting, and for those of you who don't know, Christy McGregor was elected to replace Robert Palmer, who passed away, as a new trustee out there. November 20th, I did the landfill claims and accounts. And then in the afternoon was the steelworkers' negotiation of a contract. And we are at this point tentatively agreed, and we will be discussing that in closed session today. November 22nd, landfill Board of Directors meeting, budget review. November 25th, I had a labor meeting with the Steelworkers Union rep and the local president. Resolve the issue. And that's it for me.
On November the 20th, I went over to the Proctor County Housing Commission over in Grayling. Cy Wakely reviewed his clients. He gave us an update on them. He also updated on the MISTA. They have some new requirements, and he's not real happy with that. We also went over checked the account balances. And there was also a couple letters read to an applicant and also a builder. On 11/22, we had the claims and audits and reviewed the bills. On 11/25, met with the ambulance department regarding an issue that was resolved. And that's it.
Okay, at 11/19, I met with the Oscoda Valley Community Mental Health Executive and Finance. We talked about the 5 local boards of the Northern Michigan Regional Entity and how the 5 boards, because it's going to be controlled by the entity, making their budget. Some of them, as Dave Beck said, and not because of their fault or anybody's fault. Some of them were used to getting a lot more money than they're going to get. So they're doing a thing called a smoothing process where they're going to hold people to their budgets. We renewed some contracts too. On 11/20 we met with the library. They're getting the quilt block, looking to have their trees, the oak wilt trees cut down behind them. They're hiring a cleaning person as of 1/1/14. They're purchasing a neat scan, which will make them paperless, or as close to as possible. And they lost some shingles on the roof on that windstorm. I don't know if Joe looked at that or not. I'll have to get with him. 11/21, again, Oscoda Valley Community Mental Health, the building committee. We went over some bids for improvements on some of the community homes, and we approved the architect for the Oscoda School renovation. 11/21, met with DHS. We had an evaluation of Cindy Pushman. It was an excellent evaluation. Her boss was there, and I did ask him, how are they going to handle all the clients with this Affordable Care Act, since they have 500, the average worker has 557 clients in their caseload. If you read between the lines, he said it's just like us. You get your money and you make do. So I don't look for improvements on the service with DHS right now. And they're moving the office in Gaylord this weekend. 11/25, I met with District Health Department number 2. I think the new director is doing very well. She's going over the disaster planning with this windstorm. It gave them a chance to kind of look and see what went on. They did a new organizational chart. Finances are her top priority right now. They're contracted as counselors for the Affordable Care Act. She had 5 meetings so far with employees regarding strengths and weaknesses of the department. The dental clinic, they're building a new dental clinic on the same land that the health department in West Branch is located. That's moving along. They're doing the infamous review of the mile lease this year, or for next year. Dr. Bush was there. He always gives some interesting things. There's this muscle supplement called Oxylite out there. It's made in Hawaii, and it could possibly kill you. It causes a lot of liver problems, and people don't know about this. And I talked with Kevin. There's a new drug out there. Well, it isn't new. It's fentanyl, which is a narcotic. And all they did was change a few molecules on it, and now it's called acetylfentanyl. And if somebody dies, it doesn't show up on a normal drug screen. Same thing, different molecule. And so I mentioned it to Kevin. The meth house in Mayo has been cleaned. We had a grand discussion about well isolation on one problem. And we have a new dental contract to provide dental services to Medicaid clients. That's it.
Thank you. Open it up for public comment. Sandy?
I'm in 1 minute, that's all. Okay, the 3 things I'm involved in. We're doing a lot of things behind the scenes. One Steiner Museum, we're having a Bigfoot Bash October the 16th, 2014, and I'm Bigfoot's #1 fan. Okay, the Youth Council, we're doing a lot of things behind the scenes. The Knights of Columbus is one of our sponsors. In the Fair of the Heritage Days, we've got a lot of good people that are working on some fascinating projects. So hopefully after the holidays, I'll be able to update them. That's it.
And did you get your question answered with Joe?
No, I'll go to Joe when I leave.
Okay. Buffy?
I just wanted to clarify because I peeked at the quote that M33 had passed along, and that quote did come to LPT, but it didn't explain anything they were going to do. So when Larry had tried to get someone from M33, he had wanted, an explanation of what was included in that quote, and that's what they hadn't responded to.
You're saying he brought it to LPT?
That quote came to LPT, but it didn't explain anything. It's just install fiber and the number. So what Larry's inquiry to them was, an explanation, a breakdown of the quote, and that's what we didn't get a response to.
Thank you.
So it wasn't an employee that screwed up. It just went to a committee and they didn't get back to us.
That's Buffy's fault.
No, it went to our committee. That quote went to our committee, and that quote is pretty much meaningless. It doesn't say what they're going to do.
But it was
So then the inquiry was to the company, what does this quote entail? And that's what the company did not respond to.
Well, I was joking.
Okay, well, I just want to clarify. No.
Do you have your cups available?
I think I just got a phone call. I gotta leave.
Right.
Have a public comment? Can I go
Yes.
up there?
You can go wherever you want. However, if your time is running.
My chair?
Just want to make sure you guys are aware today is Michigan's Adoption Day. That's why we have all this stuff in the lobby. That's why Amy's worked so hard to give us a display in the library. And sitting here thinking, there's 16,800 kids that are in foster care waiting for adoption nationwide. In Michigan, we have 480 kids that are waiting for adoption. In this county, we have 3. The state made a resolution that today's adoption day is always the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Only 38 of the 83 counties signed up to say we support this. And I guess I'm kind of surprised. So I guess what I would like the commissioners to do, maybe, let's do what the state did. Maybe this county from now on can say, we recognize this, and you guys can have a resolution that the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, we honor as Adoption Day.
We could do that. But like I said, this was the first I've known of it.
Yeah, I think we put it in the papers twice. We've sent letters to all the churches. It's something that we take on as a project, but like in everything we do, I think we need to be the one that takes the next step and shows everybody else our commitment to it, and I would like you guys to consider that.
There's
The
only
second?
3?
Hmm?
3 in Oscoda County.
We have 3 pending adoptions right now.
Have you had any success with them?
They're in MCI right now, so they're in the final stages. And we have 5 families that live in this county that have adopted. So it's not like we don't have that kind of action happening. But why can't we be the trendsetter as a county and say, we recognize this date, we want to acknowledge the families that have adopted or who are going to adopt. And I guess that's what I would ask you guys to consider.
I would like to see that at 0. We have no children available for adoption, that they're all adopted.
Well, 16,800 kids nationwide.
Show them to me.
In my caseload, the majority that we have is neglect of use versus delinquency. We have more kids that are under that petition in our court than any other. So I think if we become the advocates and say, adoption day is something we support, and you guys are willing to, I don't know what we call that, if you guys do a resolution. Because I got the resolution from the state posted up there hanging in a frame. But 38 counties, that's all it did.
Usually we get one of those.
Could he just set it up himself?
Yeah, he needs to just,
Reword it or
reword
something?
the resolution.
Or Oscoda County, whatever, that resolution that you said the state had. Present that or get that presented to us and we'll.
At our next meeting.
But
Well, it's too late for this year.
yes, but it's something we can look forward and we can become the trendsetter. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Anyone else?
Just real quick, everybody happy Thanksgiving and safe travels there.
Thank you, Kevin. Yes.
Toward the remarks about my recording the public meeting, Open Meetings Act 267 of 1976, Section, MCL 15.263, Section 3, parenthesis 1.
Why don't you just say what you want to say?
I am.
You don't need all that.
But this is my public comment, so I'm going to speak.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. All meetings of a public body shall be open to the public and shall be held in a place available to the general public. All persons shall be permitted to attend any meeting except as otherwise provided in this act. The right of a person to attend a meeting of a public body includes the right to tape record, to videotape, to broadcast live on radio, and to telecast live on television proceedings of a public body at a public meeting. The exercise of this right shall not be dependent upon the prior approval of the public body. However, a public body may establish reasonable rules and regulations in order to minimize the possibility of disrupting the meeting. Anyone that comes in...
What was my statement to you, Doug?
I'm not done. Anyone that comes in here waives, they have the acknowledgement that this is a public meeting, so I do have the right to, no disrespect to anyone here, I do have the right to record someone if they don't want to be recorded. They don't have to give me their name, though. But out of respect, I will not record them if they do not want to be recorded. I just want to make sure that is acknowledged.
Are you sure you have the right to put their
Yes.
their recording on YouTube, on public?
Yes.
You're sure?
It just said
Public meeting.
Body. It didn't say people attending.
I will leave it at that. I just want to make sure that is acknowledged.
Well, make sure you're right before you record anyone that does not want to be on YouTube. You understand? Because we will prosecute if, in fact, we find it's inappropriate. I'm merely
Recording a
asking
public
you
meeting.
not to record people that do not want to be recorded.
And I said I would respect that.
I would appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for your public comment.
Thank you for allowing me the time.
Anyone else? Yes, Jason.
Just like to point out, the 911 signs that were authorized by this board to give out are going very well. We have met. I don't want to be recorded, dude.
You don't want to be recorded? All right. Simple as that.
They're going to be given out still. We're giving like signs 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 each day, and Saturdays and Sundays as well, and it's going very well. People are coming in droves to get 911 signs, so we're taking names and addresses, of course.
Well, you understand when those go,
Yeah.
when those are gone,
They're gone. Yep.
we are not going to be replacing them. So people are going to have to buy their own signs from this point forward. Or once you run out of
Yeah.
these, okay?
As a citizen of the county and as a paramedic, I'm very grateful for the signs we're giving out. I want to thank the board for spending money on them because it helps us out immensely in the field.
It should. Thank you, Jason. Anyone else? Okay, folks, I'm going to entertain a motion to go into closed session.
Motion.
Second.
Thank you all for attending. All in favor, roll call, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.